Hello, I'm Angelique. Welcome to Urban Rockers. Today I'm joined by DJ RedAnt. Welcome.
Thank you.
When did you start DJing and who and what were your early passions and influences?
I must have started from about maybe 13, 14. I think it was reggae that really got me into it. Mum and Dad were always playing music, especially on a Sunday, Tony Williams. And I just thought, I like beats more than anything. Don't really listen to words, but I like beats. And it just transpired from there, really.
Okay. So where did the name RedAnt come from?
It ain't rocket science. Yeah. I don't know, my name's Anthony, obviously, and I'm Redskin. People call me RedAnt, that's it.
Okay. What was the first ever event you played at or put on?
First thing I played at, it was in Marcas, well, it was on Marcas Road in Walthamstow. It was an all-dayer, and yeah, I think that was the biggest moment for me, really, getting on the turntables.
When was that?
Oh, that was, I must have been 14.
Oh.
I don't want to count the years because everyone knows how old I am then.
And what was the first record that you ever bought?
Rocket, Herbie Hancock.
Okay. What do you personally consider to be the incisive moments in your artistic career?
It's a big one, isn't it? What do you mean by that?
The moments that have brought you to here. You're here today at YouTube, being interviewed. What has helped you get here?
Being on the radio, first and foremost. I was on Rush FM I started off in 1988, 89. It was, I forgot the name of the station there. We'll get back to that anyway. But Centerforce,
okay.
88.3, started on there playing like housey kind of music. And then it turned to techno, and then the station was off air for a little while, and one of my mates come round and said, my mate's got a station called Rush FM, do you fancy going on there? And at that time, it was one of the biggest hardcore stations at the time, and it took off from there, really.
Okay. Out of all the tunes that you have, which one never fails?
Long Dark Tunnel, Andy C.
Okay. What are currently your main challenges as a DJ?
It's keeping up with times, really. I'm old school. I normally play vinyl, but now it's turned to CDJs and USBs and all that. It's getting more technical, and in some respects, DJs are not the same as when I grew up. You had to cue the record up, know the record. Now it's just you got auto sync, and I don't know. For me, it ain't really artful.
Okay. What is it about DJing compared to, say, producing your own music that makes it more interesting for you?
I think seeing the crowd reaction, especially if you play a good tune, and I produce as well, so I'm trying to get onto that now. Not so much. I still DJ, not as much as I like to, but I'm producing now as well. But holding down a job, mortgage, and kids ain't easy. Yeah.
What do you usually start with when preparing for a set? How do you start?
What, before I leave my house or once I get there?
Once you get there.
I like to get there maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes earlier to see what the last DJ's playing, if I'm playing at all jungle rave. And it's just hopefully not playing what they've played already and giving them what I'm capable of giving them, which is the RedAnt effect. I don't know, it's just, I play different from a lot of people, I suppose.
Okay, the RedAnt effect.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll remember that one. Name your top 3 genres of music.
Definitely jungle, drum and bass, but I like hip-hop and R&B.
Okay. How important is building a relationship with the music you're playing?
You've got to know the music, obviously, if you're going to play it, and where it's come from, like reggae, revival, ragga kind of influences in the music. I was brought up on that as well, so I feel it, definitely.
Okay, there's so much music out there. Is it even possible to build a meaningful long-term relationship with a particular track or album?
No, there's too much comes out, mate.
Okay. What makes you decide to play a particular record during one of your sets? Is it the crowd? Is there a criteria?
First and foremost, you need to. You're not playing for yourself. You're playing for the crowd. You need to know that. But I don't know. I'm known for doing reggae mixes and ragga mixes over instrumental drum and bass tunes. So That's kind of where I got my name from, really. Why people like to hear me.
Okay. When there's more music than you can possibly take in, it is becoming increasingly hard to know what constitutes an original and a remake anymore. What, in your opinion, is the importance of roots, traditions, respecting originals and sources?
You've lost me. No,
you say you do a lot of remixes.
not remixes. I mean, I play an a cappella, a ragga or reggae a cappella over a jungle tune or drum and bass, which is just instrumental.
Okay, but is it important to keep the original track alive in that and not get lost in it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Do you believe in the possibility of reading an audience, and how do you put that into practice?
I think being a DJ is all part of reading an audience. You need to know your audience, and you need to know in your head the next tune you're going to play is going to do the trick.
And know how to change it if it's not working.
Definitely, quick.
How do you see the balance between giving the crowd what they want and treating them to something new?
Is there a balance? I don't know what. You just got to throw it out there in some ways. Once you know what the crowd... I mean, obviously, if the crowd's there, you're on the bill, they know what you're about. So I'll just try to give them what I'm good at doing.
Okay. How do you feel the music is transformed in the hands of a DJ? And in which ways are you actively trying to create an experience that is more than just stringing together a few excellent records? You want people to take home something they remember?
Yeah, I mean...
They want to remember DJ RedAnt.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I do a lot of reggae mixes and ragga mixes. I mix pretty quick as well, so... But it's just being on point, knowing that you have to play your best, and there's no room for error, really, especially if you want to keep your name.
Okay, so once you know the people and you've got your audience, would you say that was a skill, like to be able to read the audience? Would you say that was a skill? Does it come naturally?
I'd like to think it comes natural.
Skills.
Yeah.
DJs that just press play on their laptop may have given technology a bad name, but without technology there would be no DJing in the first place. What is your perspective on the relationship and the balance between technological advances, music and the art of DJing?
All the best for the DJs that use these new CDJs and auto sync and tractor and all that. All the best for them. Me personally, I come from old school, so we never had that type of technology. We had to put the tune on and mix it and get the pitches right and try and keep them in tune. But personally, all good for them. I mean, it's becoming very creative now because they're going deep into looping and phasing, and so it's good. It's good for them. It's a new thing, isn't it?
Okay, so the new technology hasn't changed your style or anything?
No, definitely not.
Okay. What is your favourite tune of all time?
But drum and bass, jungle, or just in general, yeah. Got me.
What did the crowd ask you for? Is there a particular one that the crowd ask you for?
For many, mate. Best tune. There's so many, to be honest with you. I couldn't put a finger on one.
Okay. When all the partying is over, how do you chill out?
Have a drink. Mingle, socialise, network.
Okay. So what do you do outside of the dance music scene?
I work full time.
Okay, what do you do?
I work for a telecommunications company.
Okay. And what advice would you give to up-and-coming DJs?
Go for it, mate. Go for it. It's a lot cheaper nowadays as well. Downloading music, you ain't really got to pay for $3.49 or $3.50, £10, £5 for an EP. But yeah, go for it, mate. Okay,
what about DJs keeping themselves afloat in the industry and not getting sucked in? What advice would you give?
You got to know who you are and try and keep true to yourself, really, and don't get sucked into any politics, because there's always politics in every scene. Just try not to get into it.
Okay. Do you have a message for Don Sinclair about the work he is doing?
He's doing great things, mate. He's definitely doing great things. I mean, I've known Don since he was a pup, really, running around near my estate all the time, and he's doing great things, and I appreciate him having me up here today and spreading the word, really.
Well, on behalf of Don Sinclair and myself, I'd like to thank you.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans?
You are. Thanks for everything. Thanks for being there. Thanks for supporting me. Coming to the raves I play at. I'll be producing soon, and I've got a few EPs coming out on Dollar Digital with Remake. Just keep it locked, really. Thanks.
Okay, my name is Angelique for Urban Rockers with DJ RedAnt. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Hope to see you all again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.